Hey guys, Kurt here, and today we're going to talk about a few things, but I think premise of this video is what is it like when you're with your twin flame? Can you please tell us? And what prompted this particular subject was a comment that somebody left on my video called Twin Flame Emergency, What to Do, right? And what I explained in that video was the very energy of desperation and urgency that someone is feeling when they say, this is an emergency. Oh my God, I need to do something right now. Oh my God, what do I do, right? And you're freaking out because your twin flame's not talking to you anymore. And oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's an emergency. What do I do? Right? Like they stop talking to you or they block you, or you see them talking to some other person, they're with somebody else on social media or whatever it is, and it triggers you and you're like, oh my God, right? Right? You've been there, I've been there, right? Well, the reason they're running from you is that's what I pointed out in that video. You're acting like that, you're acting desperate, you're acting like this is so urgent, and that's exactly why they're running away from you. Your energy travels to them and pushes them away. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? And if you want to see all my videos, if you're newish to my channel, all the videos where I talk about twin flames, I've assembled them all into one convenient playlist on my channel. Just go to the main page of this channel, go to the playlists menu, and find the playlist called How to Get Your Twin Flame. And all the videos where I talk about twin flames are in that playlist. So here's what the person said. They said, Kurt, please tell me where you are with your twin flame. Are you and your twin flame in a relationship with each other? Please let me know more about why twin flames should take your advice. Thank you. And I don't know, maybe this person is new to my channel. Maybe they haven't seen the part where I explain that you and your twin flame are the same soul, so you need to align with your soul. You need to embrace true spiritualism. You need to go and hear where your soul is. Everybody knows that twin flames are two people, one soul. Everybody knows that. But that doesn't stop YouTube and the internet, everybody on there talking about it like it's soulmates. Like, oh, you got to do all this childhood healing and healing your wounds and healing past life karma. And you need to do these rituals and exercises. And you need to talk to them and work it out and do all these things. Like this is some other person. And when you listen to people talk about all those other ways and things that you're supposedly supposed to be able to do to get your twin flame that don't work, by the way, most people, it occurs to them, wait a minute, what does what you're teaching me, what is that based on? Like, I got to heal past life karma and childhood wounds, and I got to say these things and do these healing meditations and do the mirroring exercise and just whatever hokey shit that people say you need to do. What is that based on? What is that based on? What is that rooted in? What is the foundational philosophy behind all that stuff? Like, why should I listen to that? And I'm the only person, at least that I know of, on YouTube and the internet who is pointing out the perfectly obvious answer. That those things aren't rooted in anything concrete or tangible at all. There's no real correlation. I'm the one person that's saying the one simple message of, you and your twin flame are the same soul. You need to align with your soul. It's traditional spiritualism. That's all you got to do. Your twin flame is the catalyst that kickstarts your spiritual awakening. You just need to embrace that. And that's how you get your twin flame to show up. And yes, I'm with my twin flame. And I thought that pretty much was assumed. I thought pretty much everybody knew that. Oh, Kurt's with his twin flame. Yeah. Now, is that why you should listen to me? Oh, Kurt's with his twin flame. We better listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. No, that's not why you should listen to me. I mean, maybe, but, well, I guess that makes sense. But here's the real reason you should listen to me, because I'm saying something that's really obvious. You and your twin flame are the same soul. You have to align with your soul, not the person. And you just have to understand what's really going on here. This is so simple, guys. This is your spiritual journey. You are a three-part triune being, body, mind, spirit. You need to understand how that functions. It's something that they should have taught you in school, but they didn't. It should be like the first thing that they teach little kids in school. What is the self? What is that? Right? You would think, what is the three-part triune being? How does it function? What is that? Unfortunately, they don't teach that to little kids in school, and it doesn't look like they're going to anytime soon either. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to planet Earth. And we rely on what we believe to be spiritual teachers to teach us these things. Do they? Most of the time, no, they don't. They teach you some hokey crap like healing and clearing past life karma, which doesn't even exist, and healing childhood wounds and doing the mirroring exercise, and we got to heal the divine masculine template, and just, I don't know, like do vision boards and stuff, and you're going, what is this all based on? What is the underlying philosophy here? It's completely arbitrary shit. And I pointed this out in my Twin Flames Myths video, which is on the aforementioned playlist. I also have a video where I explain what twin flames are. And in order to explain what twin flames are, I first have to explain what the three-part triune being is, body, mind, spirit. And then from there, I explain what twin flames are. This is basic stuff, guys, what I teach. This is Spirituality 101, what I teach on this channel. That's it. Why should you listen to me? Because it's the true spiritual journey. What I teach on this channel. You and your twin flame are the same spirit. You're the same soul. You need to align with your soul. That's when your twin flame shows up in your life. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. So I hope that answers your question. TF, that was this person's name. Why should we listen to you? Please let me know more about why twin flames should take your advice, right? Now, the reason this video is longer than the current 8 minutes that it is because I'm also going to talk about in this video all the other problems with this comment that this person left. And I'm actually very glad, whoever you were that left me that comment, I thank you, because that comment that you left me is full of so many problems and misconceptions. And I saw that comment and I was like, whoever you are, thank you for leaving this comment, because there's so much knowledge that could be discussed with this one simple comment that you left. And I know that all of you guys watching are going to appreciate everything that we're about to talk about, because there's so much misunderstanding about what the deal is with twin flames and how it works and what it's really like and what I'm supposed to be doing here, you know, what it's going to look like when I'm with my twin flame, and how do I get from here to there, right? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what it's like when you're with your twin flame. And I guess that's what I am talking about. It's just, there's a lot of ideas about what a relationship is supposed to be like that you have to let go of to understand this. And understanding is the problem, guys. Here's the thing. This is your spiritual journey. You and your twin flame are the same soul, right? Now, you're a three-part triune being, body, mind, spirit, right? Okay, the mind is thought. The soul is not thought. And I've done a lot of videos about this. Just go perusing through my channel and look through there and find them. Watch my videos. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this particular talking point, but suffice to say that the soul is like the opposite of thought. I'd have to do a whole video. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames, where I explain what the soul is. Go watch that video, What Are Twin Flames. There's 2 parts. Just watch part 1. Part 1's good enough. You can watch part 2 also, but it's just kind of a, like clarifying some of the finer points or talking more about it, just some interesting add-ons to the original What Are Twin Flames Part 1 video. Just go watch part 1, where I in that video I explain what the soul is. And the soul is like, it's like this. It's not a thing, and it's not nothing. The soul, right? Like, think of an object. Think of an object like this book. It's a thing, right? And when you think of the opposite of thing, what's the opposite of thing? Nothing. The soul is neither of those. It's absolute, because thing versus nothing is a duality. Like the mind. Like the mind. The mind is a duality. It's right, it's wrong. I feel good, I feel bad. It's love, it's fear. It's positive, it's negative. It's past, it's future. That's thought. The mind. This whole reality is a duality. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames if you're confused up to this point, and then come back to this video, because I'm not going to go through that whole exercise of explaining that. But the soul is, it's a singularity. It's absolute. It's source. It's one. It's not full, and it's not empty either. It's not thought. What the soul is pure consciousness. It's pure being. It's isness, right? That's the soul. Watch this. Every day you have thoughts, and every day at some point, inevitably, you're going to ask yourself, why did I think that? Even if it just takes a split second to have that thought, like, oh, why did I think that? Or, oh, what am I thinking about here? What am I doing? Like, you're aware of the fact that you're having these thoughts. That happens every day to everybody, right? Whether you realize it or not. Look here. How are you able to view the thoughts? Right? So there's thoughts going on, and there's a you that sees the thoughts. Now, there's not 2 of you, there's one of you. What is you? Go watch my video called What is the Self? And that video can be found in both my How to Get Your Twin Flame playlist and the True Spiritual Journey playlist on my channel, as I explain this more in depth. But my point is that there is a you behind thoughts. There's a you that is behind thought, that is able to see thoughts. What is that? Think about it, no pun intended. What is that? Huh? You. That's you, dude. Consciousness itself. Consciousness itself. It's energy. That's what your soul is. And guys, these are ancient teachings. Anybody who's hit the dislike button on this video by now, you're a loser. Seriously. I don't teach anything far-flung or far-fetched or flighty or made up or anything. These are ancient spiritual teachings, guys. What is spiritual? Your spirit, your soul is doing karma healing or the mirroring exercise or fixing your childhood wounds or doing healing metaphysical rituals, is that spiritual? No. All of the things that I just mentioned are either metaphysics or psychology. Those things are all rooted in the mind. All of those things. Go look up metaphysics on the internet. The definition of it is the interaction between the mind and the physical world. Metaphysics. That's all this aspect of the three-part triune being. That's not spiritual, guys. What is spiritual? Your spirit, your soul, pure consciousness, which is what your twin flame is. You and your twin flame are that essence, that energy, the soul. I am. Source, pure being, isness, I am. Consciousness itself. That's where you came from, and that's where you're going to go back to when you do the thing that we call die. That essence is your twin flame. That's where you guys are connected. That is where you are the same. You are the same being. You are the same soul. Now, that all said, what is it like to be with your twin flame? Have you ever had an experience of what they call Satori? S-A-T-O-R-I. Satori. Any of you? Have you ever had a meditation that was so deep that when you opened up your eyes and you looked around the room, it's like everything was aglow and you were overcome with this deep sense of peace and like inner wholeness, I think is how you would describe it, right? And stillness. And you could hear the air rushing past your ears, and like everything in the room was aglow, and you just felt fully present in that space, fully present. It was sublime. Have you ever had one of those kinds of experiences? And they don't have to happen when you're meditating, but something happened to you energetically and you knew it was deeply spiritual. Yeah, what happened to you was the mind, the ego, yielded for a while. And what you felt was the pure light energy of your soul. That was the felt experience of your soul. And for your information, when you do the thing that we call die, that's what it feels like all the time. And there's no thoughts going on. The soul does not do thinking. When you are in heaven, you're not going to be making decisions. It's being. It's oneness. It's source. It's nirvana. There is no thought. You don't go, oh, what am I doing here? When you look down at your body, right, after you just died. But you didn't really die. You just returned to being fully in pure consciousness itself, right? Full pure consciousness. Source, your soul. So, what is it like to be with your twin flame? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Now, here's the thing about the soul. It's complete and total freedom and total acceptance of whatever is. It doesn't judge. In fact, and that is a true statement, but at some point you could say that to call the soul acceptance is also not true ultimately, because to accept something, you would have to have first not accepted it. You would have to have rejected it and then decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and accept it now. And the soul never does that. The soul doesn't go through any motions of any kind. The soul doesn't look at things this way or look at things that way. It just looks. It's pure consciousness. It's pure being. So it's not really accurate to say that the soul is acceptance of what is. But if you want to align with your soul, that's what you have to do. You have to stop rejecting what is. Stop calling what is good or bad. And just not have a preference about what is. Because judging a thing to be good or bad, or wishing that things could be a different way, is thought. And there's nothing wrong with those things, but I'm just explaining to you the difference between mind and soul. And with regard to your twin flame, you don't have a preference about whether they stay or go or what's going to happen. There isn't any suspicion or wanting or needing. There's not really a discussion about what are we doing. The mind has to have structure and rules and form. Okay, that's thought. So with a soulmate, you have a relationship. And a relationship is, oh, we have this thing. Oh, we have this thing. It's a thing. Or if we say there is no relationship, we have nothing, no thing. It's an empty space. But the soul is neither of those. There is no relationship with your twin flame. It just is. Well, yeah, I don't understand. It has to be like this. What do you mean by that? Right, you don't understand. And by the way, you are not what does the understanding. That's your mind. And everybody believes that they are their mind. That's a problem. That's called the human condition. That's what Eckhart Tolle calls it anyway. And I think that's a pretty good name for it. The human condition. The false belief that you are your mind. You're never going to understand this, guys. In a sense, you can get it. You can do that, right? Here's the thing. You want to know what it's like to be with your twin flame? What kind of stuff are you going to be doing when you're with your twin flame? What is that like? I will tell you, soul stuff. That's the kind of stuff. What does the soul do? Nothing. The soul is not doing, it is being. There's never a conversation about where do we stand? What is this? Is this a relationship? It just happens. I'm for real. It's soul stuff, guys. This isn't gonna make sense, okay? When you're with your twin flame, it feels like you are by yourself, but they are there because they are you. You guys are the same soul. It feels like Satori. You feel inner wholeness, and you don't feel like you're in a relationship with this person like you would with a soulmate, like there's structure and it's a relationship and we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, or boyfriend and boyfriend, or whatever the deal is with you and your twin, right? It's not like that. It just is. It's just being. It just happens. You allow it. And you can start right now by allowing whatever they're doing to be. Stop judging the situation. don't have a preference about what they're doing or who they're with. And I did not say that you don't care. It's not, I don't care. It's not like that. It's, I don't have a preference. You have to let that stuff go, or they're going to keep running. And over time, energetically, you shift from believing that you are your mind to being, which is the soul. Today, you have all this conditioning and all these patterns called a pain body. It's the human condition. Go watch my video called How to Align with Your Soul. You got to get out of that. You got to leave the patterns of thought and ego behind and align with being, with consciousness. It's energetic. You can't think your way there. You're not going to figure out how to do this. You just be it. It's not doing, it's not action, and it's not thinking and figuring out. It's being, it's stillness. You go in here. Go watch my other videos. And over time, energetically, your twin flame is drawn to you, and you just allow it. You take your hands off control, all control, and you just allow the person to show up in your life, and you don't have a preference about how it looks at any given time. And over time, the total energy between you and your twin shifts, and there they are, and they stay with you, and they can't leave. To an outside third-party observer, they might see you two walking down the street together, and they're going to go, oh, that's a cute couple. Those guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. And through your actions, that may appear to be what it is. But that's not what's going on between you two. No, I'm not saying that they can run off with anybody else. They don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the mind-created structure of this is a relationship now, we are together. That's not there. But the paradox about this is it looks like that. And they just want to be with you and they can't leave. They don't want to leave. They don't want to be around anybody else. But there's never rules and structure. This is the soul, guys. This is being. This is allowing. The soul just lets things transpire as they do. The soul is aligned with the universe, with source. Things happen in real time. You don't plan it out. Oh, I got to make sure. I have to make sure. I have to make sure. What if this? What if that? You let that all go. That's all thought. Kurt, this still isn't making sense. Exactly. It's soul. You have to align with that. You can't think your way there. You're not going to figure out how to do this. You allow. And don't make sure that you're allowing. If you are making sure, that's not you. That's your mind. You are not your mind. You got to let that go, guys. This is traditional spiritualism. You get out of your mind, the ego, and align with your soul, which is pure consciousness, traditional spiritualism. All your twin flame is trying to get you to do is that. And you do that for the sake of doing that. And you make, if this person comes into your life at all physically, it's just part of your general spiritual journey. It's not about the person. You're busy doing your spiritual journey. So you can't be with your twin flame. You are your twin flame. How can you be with yourself? You are yourself. You can't have your twin flame. You are your twin flame. How can you have yourself? You already are yourself. There's no structure. There's no rules. You just allow this person to come into your life, and they do, and they cannot leave. And no, they don't want to be with anybody else but you. They just want you. You are one. But you have to let go of all the control and all the resistance, any idea that things should be different than they really are. Any thought, any idea with regard to this person. Let it go. And don't try to make it stop either. we're not going to stop thinking about them. You go so far inside that you actually separate the real you from the mind. And you let the mind do whatever it wants to do. You allow the mind to do whatever it wants to do until it just kind of runs out of energy and it dissipates. And the more that you allow that wheel to kind of spin out and just fizzle away, what's left is the real you. You're a 3-part triune being. And so you start treating thought as though it is separate from you, because it is. The battleground is in here, guys. Not out there, not with your twin flame. You have to align with your soul. And when you do that, that's when they show up, your twin flame. And you allow them. You don't create rules and structure and borders. You don't go, oh, cool, it's time for our relationship now. No, there's no relationship. There's no structure. It just kind of happens. And I just want to close with this. It's still great. It's being, guys, when you're with your twin flame. All the time, you're just there in the moment, living in the moment, and it's fine. There's no worries. There's no fear. There's no love. There's no desperation. There's no making sure. There's no, right? And when I say there's no love, what I mean is there's no, like the intensity of romance, like the longing and the yearning and the burning. It's satori. Remember that word I used from earlier? You feel zen. And they feel zen. And you're both zen together. That's your soul. You're both in that place of satori energetically. That's your soul. What does it feel like to be with your twin flame? It feels like your soul. They are your soul. You guys are the same soul. And everything is spontaneous and in the moment and beautiful. That's what it's like to be with your twin flame. And here's another thing. This person was asking me, please let me know more about why twin flames should take your advice. You got any better ideas? And this person, and I thank this person for their comment, but I just want to point this out. Hey, you left me that comment on a video where I was trying to talk you out of like desperately seeking answers and trying to get something accomplished here. And you left me that comment. You got any better ideas? Like looking at me or anybody on YouTube or the internet. Well, please tell me, how do I do it? And why should I trust you? Why should we listen to you? You got any better ideas? I'm the only person telling you to let go of the physical person, align with your soul, and trust God, and just allow it to happen. And in return, I get, well, why should I listen to you? I don't know, you got any better ideas? Okay, why don't you go kidnap them and tie them up in the basement and exercise MK Ultra brainwashing techniques on them. Change the law, so if you say that somebody is your twin flame, the law says they have to marry you and they're forced to be with you against their will, whether they like it or not. You know, I don't know. What do you mean, why should you listen to me? You got any better ideas? Obsessing over this person and worrying about it and clinging to them and trying to figure out what to do, that's not going to do anything. What in the hell good is that all going to do? Nothing. And I'm the only person telling you the obvious thing. Even if I wasn't with my twin flame, which, by the way, the reason I say with in quotation marks is because, again, you can't really be with your twin flame. It just is, okay? They are there with you, but you feel like you are by yourself. It feels like soul stuff. It feels like soul stuff. It feels like your soul. There's no structure. But what it looks like is that you are together, okay? But I'm the only person telling you these obvious things. You and your twin flame are the same soul. It's soul stuff that's going on. And that means you need to let the person go, the physical person, align with your soul, and trust God. Freaking out about it, looking for advice, desperately seeking answers, that's not going to do anything to help you. So again, why should you listen to me? You got any better ideas? Freaking out about it, looking desperately for answers is not going to help you. You need to get on the true spiritual journey, guys. And here's another thing that I noticed about this person's comment that I just want to point out. She said, please let me know more about why twin flames should take your advice. And I don't know if this is what they meant, but I see this all the time too. Twin flames are not special. I am a twin flame. Oh, you are? I am also a twin flame. Oh, we are twin flames. Everybody's a twin flame. Everybody is a twin flame. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? And there's another video that you can watch called The True Purpose of Twin Flames on this channel. Everybody is and has a twin flame. And it's not really that you have a twin flame. You are your twin flame. It is the truth of creation itself. In order for your soul to even exist here on this 3D physical plane, you must have a twin flame. There is another version of you out there. There is a negative version of you out there. You're the positive, they're the negative. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames and my other video called The True Purpose of Twin Flames. Twin flames are not special. Now, why does not everybody meet their twin flame? I don't know. Although, I can make a guess. Maybe everybody is going to meet their twin flame, and we're just getting started. Your soul said it's time to awaken, so you met your twin flame. So, there you go, guys. Long video, good video. I told you, when I saw this person's comment, I was like, I could do a whole video. There's so many things to talk about in that one comment. This is such a good comment. So, I hope you enjoyed. Lots of very insightful information in this video, guys. I hope nobody skipped to the skipped any parts of it, like skipped, like got bored after 20 minutes. Because if you did, that's too bad. That's too bad. Because I gave away so many secrets in this video, so many secrets. And they're not really secrets. I mean, I figured it out. It really wasn't that hard to figure out. You and your twin flame are the same soul. You got to do soul stuff. But this video, you guys, watch it again and again and again, please. There's so much content in this video that is priceless. So happy Monday, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.